So I'm Alizabeth Newman. I'm an immigration attorney, and I am the founder and initial director of SEPA Mujer. I was a fairly new attorney and working with the Central American refugee community in the 90s. The organization was really overwhelmed with doing mostly asylum cases, and mostly for men. And women were coming afterwards and had different needs. But it's kind of like one of those moments that we all have in our lives where you say, God, something must be done, and look around to see if anybody can do it, and there isn't anybody. So you have to do it yourself. You don't have to do it yourself. You have to take a stand. I guess they say when an idea is right, it starts to have a life of its own, right? And so every time we hit a wall and there's a big need, like just the right person would happen to show up. So there was a need for SEPA Mujer, and it caught on. We never imagined that, SEPA Mujer would grow as it has. That the work that we started at SEPA Mujer, I continue to do, and is still very important to me. Women coming together and learning from each other and teaching each other and empowering each other is a wonderful model. But it's a sisterhood, because we've all been in places of difficulty where we've needed assistance and we've needed to, take someone's hand. And that's a beautiful thing, and it feels much different. When it really got hard was sustaining it. You weren't going to be able to pay the rent. There were so many people that needed assistance. How is this going to last? There were times when we all worked as volunteers because there wasn't money for salaries. We could just barely afford rent. I actually remember the first client we helped, and I remember mostly because she came back like years later, and she walked into the office, and it was like an unbelievable transformation, and just told us how much what we had done made a difference for her. And that was really beautiful. If we knew that with community support how much more we could do and what a difference we could make, we'd all be doing it. Well, I do want to say one other thing, which is that one of the best things that we did for SEPA Mujer was finding Martha Muffin, who has just brought so much heart and energy and vision and leadership, and in a very almost unassuming way. And maybe that is one of the messages that I'd like to leave, is that leadership doesn't have to look a particular way. Sometimes as organizers and leaders, we're out there advocating and we're loud, and other times we're just quiet and persistent. It has to be authentic to who we are. And if we can continue to help women develop their own unique voices and know that those voices are important, that would be a wonderful legacy for SEPA Mujer.